We want to show what Docpoint can do between two different offices. Either they don't have the same EMR and they need to refer one patient from one side to the other, or this may be a hospital setup or a clinic setup where they have independent doctors are sending patients for specific procedures or surgery. First, Docpoint is a platform that allows to be open normally for patients to find doctors to make or request appointments online, but it also includes all the messaging to patients, everything from the creation of an appointment, confirmation real time where you can see whether the patient is confirmed or not 2 days before the appointment, reminders, and everything that the patient can actually manage from a web portal or their app, as well as the hospital, clinic, and providers can see real time what the answer for those requests to the patients are from their smart calendar. They can announce the patients that the doctors are running late or they needed to go for an emergency. They can close a whole day out of appointments and automatically move all the patients to the next available appointments because there has been an emergency or anything like that. The patients find Docpoint to be convenient because they don't have to call to make appointments, nor will get lost between the referral cycle between one doctor to the hospital, or even in the same hospital when they have different departments are not communicating between them because they have different EMRs or different software or any other reason. With Docpoint, you have a platform that connects with the patient, that lets them manage their appointment, gives them the flexibility, the convenience, and also the satisfaction. And on the other side, it gives the value to the provider to increase and retain their patients, as well as to optimize the operations with Docpoint. So in this case, if Dr. Lorna Ortiz wants to send a referral to Dr. Nizam Mia, who is in the gastro clinic, Dr. Lorna Ortiz has her patient is, in this case, we're going to use Lance. And all she has to do is, or the front office has to go to referrals, finds the provider, in this case is Dr. Mia. Dr. Mia is a doctor in Docpoint. They will choose the date. The closest date would be, we want that patient, let's say, for the 23rd. The patient will be Lance. And Lance is going for a colonoscopy. We're referring Lance to Dr. Mia for a colonoscopy, but the next available time, we don't see it because it says not available. That means that Dr. Mia is a private doctor, which means he doesn't want people to see his available times real time. What he likes is to screen their patients before giving them appointments. And that means that every time someone makes a referral to Dr. Mia, rather than make an appointment straight to his calendar, that patient is going to go to a pending list where Dr. Mia's front office will look at and then schedule from there, depending on the kind of reason that patient is coming for, or depending on the availability of the doctor that day. The doctor that is referring Lance, in this case Dr. Ortiz, can choose the files regarding this referral and send that patient with the desired date for the colonoscopy to Dr. Mia. And Dr. Mia's office will receive a secure email where all the documents will be attached in there. Docpoint does not save nor stores documentation or patient data. We transfer from one side to the other. In this case, everything is done, the doctors, the name of the patient, the reason, the date, and we will just book an appointment. Meanwhile, in the doctor's office, Dr. Mia now has a pending appointment. This pending appointment is for a patient called Lance Dean. The referring doctor was Dr. Lorna Ortiz. The reason is a colonoscopy. The preferred day for that patient was the 23rd. Dr. Mia's front office will schedule that appointment into Dr. Mia's calendar. Without having to go back to the calendar, Docpoint knows that that day Dr. Mia does not work or does not perform any colonoscopies. So we have to pick another day. It turns out that Dr. Mia only works on Wednesdays, and you will choose the time for that appointment. If that patient wants to be in a waiting list, automatically Docpoint will notify the patient if there is a spot open before that day, and the patient will have the option to choose an earlier date and time if it's available. At the same time, the patient has been notified from the moment the primary care physician sends him to Dr. Mia. The patient receives a notification saying that he is on a pending list for Dr. Mia by email and by text. The patient will be notified as soon as this appointment is created. Once the appointment is created in Dr. Mia's office, the pending list clears up and you can see the patient on Wednesday, August 22nd at 10:30 a.m. You can see it here and you can see it in the calendar. From that moment on, that patient will receive all the notifications for that appointment, the creation, the confirmation, and also the reminders as well as notification for the receiving of his referrals request and the acceptance of such a referral. At the same time, Dr. Lorna Ortiz will receive an email saying or telling her that Dr. Mia has received the information from her patient and that that patient has been accepted. From that moment, Dr. Lorna Ortiz can actually monitor all the outgoing referrals to Dr. Mia and others by just choosing a range of time and looking at each one of the doctors and how many total referrals, which ones have been pending, which one have been accepted, which one have been canceled or ignored. In this case, Dr. Nisa Mia has accepted the 3 referrals, and you can actually see it here visually which doctors actually most receiving your referrals. And then you can also see a list of reasons of why you're sending patients to which doctor and the dates. Dr. Mia, after he finished his procedure, he could actually send Lance back to Dr. Ortiz by discharging the patient. Finding Dr. Ortiz in the referral, write in the name of Lance, and sending a discharged patient with the results of the study or the surgery. Dr. Mia can actually also see that Dr. Lauren Ortiz has a pending patient from him and it's still in pending list. Meanwhile, Dr. Lauren Ortiz will receive this discharged patient from Dr. Mia and will schedule an appointment to give a follow-up to that patient. Turns out that that day is available. The patient is back into Dr. Lorna Ortiz primary care with an appointment at 11 a.m. on Friday the 24th with the results from Dr. Mia. In the meantime, the notifications for the doctors will look like this. This is an email to Dr. Mia saying that Lance had been requested an appointment, and the referral was from Dr. Lorna Ortiz. And this is a notification for Dr. Mia when the colonoscopy was scheduled. The same kind of notification is also sent to the primary care physician, telling the primary care that the appointment has been scheduled for his or her patient. But the best way to see that is using our views in the referral tab, because it's instantly recorded when that patient has or not have been accepted. Meanwhile, the hospital, the clinic, the provider, whoever is using the referral system for Docpoint is creating a database of patients that could be used for additional marketing or services to be explained or showcased to the patient's database. At the same time, the patient will have a performance review or a satisfaction questionnaire sent to their emails, where with one click, the patient can say how well was his experience or her experience with both the primary care doctor and the hospital specialist or the hospital system or the clinic specialist. Docpoint allows to bring to our clients the ability to use marketing tools to make use of that patient database, including email blast included in the account. With one click, you can send an email to hundreds and thousands of patients in your system. You can actually use it for newsletters as well as to measure all the demographics of the patients that have been coming through your referrals. That is mostly how you can use Docpoint for referral from one doctor to another. But one of the things that we add on top of this is the functionality of having one dashboard in a case where the clinic or the hospital has many doctors. You can actually have what we call an admin account, where you can see all your doctors in the same place, in the same dashboard, and you can actually see the pending appointments or all the referrals of all your doctors in the same place. You will not have to log in into each one of the calendars to see all the referrals. In this case, we will see the last few referrals that we have been using in our demo, and I could actually go to Dr. Richard BRG and schedule the appointment from their pending list. Or I have many doctors. I just go to my pending appointments data dashboard and just pick up each one of them and schedule one by one.